Hi all, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are setting up my teacher planner for this year. So if you didn't see my planner lineup video, I talked about how this is it's not actually a teacher layout, it is a color block layout in this planner. So I'm hoping I find it helpful in kind of categorizing my day a little bit, but it's also an 18-month planner, so there's a lot going on here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find December. And, you know what, let's leave in the whole school year, which for me goes to May for right now. I may take some more out. And we're going to just take these guys off the discs. I'm sure a lot of you know about disc bound systems and Happy Planner, but this is what I love about it, is like you can remove pages and customize it. Obviously, you probably don't want to pull this way because it's gonna break the where the little hole is, the little mushroom. But you kind of pull from the top and make like an arch. So that's why I like it. I like to make my own kind of custom planner with this. So we're gonna do that real quick. All right, so that leaves us August to May. We typically get out right at the end of May at my school. Now, I have the July that's at the beginning of this, and here's what I'm going to do with this. We're actually going to take out all the way to the currently page, right here. And I'm actually going to end up using this divider for something else later on, so we'll just put him to the side. And then what I'm going to do, since I don't need the July currently page, so we're going to glue these guys together. That is, if I have enough glue left in my tape runner, I should. This should not be an issue. All right. All right, so now that's all together. So now I have my year at a glance pages, followed by my August currently, and we go straight into August. Now, before I set up like the monthly page, I do want to go to the back, and there'll be some other pages I add in here, but we're going to use the July divider that I had at the beginning in the back. And I'll end up redoing this tabby here so it doesn't say July, it'll say either like notes or something like that. In fact, let's see, do I have a good sticker I could use? It's gold, so you know what, let's see. All right, so I just used colorful boxes. There you go. And I'm just covering that up, and I'm going to cover it up on the other side too. And then I can label it however I need it to. This is a perfect use for me for my gold colorful boxes because I am not a huge foil person. Like, I don't mind using it in my stickers, but I don't typically. And I may even do something to cover that page up later, but that is not a today thing. The next thing I want to put in this section, I got these little half sheets. They were on clearance at Michael's, so I will not promise that you can find them. But one thing I'm really interested in doing this year is a power list. I got that from, Pocketful of Primary. She talks about having a power list every day, and I won't probably always use these sheets, but I think that there will definitely be days where I need them. So we're gonna pop these in the back. That way, like, anytime I need them, they are right there. And so to put pages in your planner, you're gonna line them up with the discs and just kind of push them in like that. All right, so that's pretty good there. I'll have some extras in case I need it. And then also in that pack came like just regular lined half sheets that just say Happy Notes and has grid on the back. Both have, this one has dot grid and this one has regular like graphing type grid. So those are always nice. So that's what I'm using for that. So now let's move on to, I'll put some regular paper back there too, because I usually take this with me to staff meetings. All right, so my monthly page. First thing we're gonna do is we are going to use these quarter boxes from Coffee Planner Mom, and I'm gonna start them, even though technically, well, maybe I will start on the 10th. We're gonna put them in each one of these boxes during the week, Monday through Friday, because those are the most important ones. And these are going to be for temperature checks. Yep. Yes, it is. I want to make sure I get in the habit of doing that. And I like that these colors are, this is from her Simplistic, it says on the bottom, like colorway. And I like that with the kind of watercoloriness of this planner, these go really well. I'll probably have to get more. But I just wanted to start off August with a way to get into the good habit of doing this. I don't have to write it down as far as I know. I got to double check our plan. Like, I don't know if I have to present what my temperature was. And it's not typically how my school works, but if something should happen, I would like to have a record of like, hey, this is what it was on this date. There you go. All right. Oh no. I think I'm gonna leave this one blank. Maybe I'll just write it on the side, but I won't take up a box with that one yet. Not quite yet. So I am gonna use my pen because this is, actually, I'm gonna fold this in half here. Sometimes, I know a lot of people will like take things off the discs, and that's cool. Sometimes I just fold it because I can do that better. So this is Teacher Day. And then we have the actual first day of school. So our school district has given parents the option of virtual learning or in-person, like traditional, for lack of a better word, learning this year. So we'll see how that goes. And also our plan has, like, you know, if cases spike or you know, there's all these contingencies with everything, but we have, our plan is color coded with green, yellow, and red. So currently we are set to go on the green plan. So we will see how that goes. I'm hoping, I want to be in the classroom with my kiddos. I really do. And I don't know what the school year is going to bring, but I'm excited for it in a way. Like, I feel like there are a lot of opportunities that we will have this year. I'm trying to decide if I want a quote up there or what kind of decorative piece I would like. We're gonna start with this guy. We're probably gonna perform some sticker surgery here if we can. So I'm just whiting out some of these lines. I figured I'd probably have to, but I was trying to wait just a little bit. And this is a Uniball Signo gel pen. Got it at Michael's. There's a whole bunch of them out. Like, I think any gel pen will work. So I guess I'm going to just hold these guys on my fingers while I'm waiting. In fact, I'll go ahead and, even if I don't need it, I'll just white out these guys too. So it says, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. And then I think I'd like to throw a little mason jar guy down here. Choose joy. I'm just playing around with some decorative elements. Usually, you know, I don't get to do that as often as I'd like, so this is kind of fun. Do something a little different. Something that I wouldn't normally do. Always a good idea to get out of your comfort zone every now and then. Always a good idea. And then let's add that guy, that guy. I think we should use some of these. Thicker arrows too, just to kind of make a pattern. Ooh, we should use, do they work? I think they would work. So many decisions. Let's put one of these guys. Like right here. And the arrows really go well for my theme for August with my kiddos. Which we're going to get to in the currently page here in a moment. So that's my monthly spread. So let's go ahead and flip backwards to my currently, and this one will probably take off the discs to do. All right. All right, so in our original farmhouse book, I found a currently. So even though it says this month notes, I'm not going to cover that up. I'm just going to put currently, not write. It's already there. And we're going to use some arrows and things like that. So my goal this year is to use the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or the student version also is called The Leader in Me, and use that with my students. So for the first month, even though we're going to talk about a couple different things, but I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put this guy down here. Well, hang on. Rethinking. I know it's not straight. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's see. So we got that. And then I want my arrows back. Where did I put them? Huh. So before I get the arrows down, I'm going to write down the mantra is, the focus is going to be on daily, private victory. Now, that kind of sounds silly because if it's a private victory, how do you know it's going to happen? But what we're talking about here, and let me see if I can get some boxes to go there so that you can see, is the 3 kind of habits that are, for lack of a better term, they're personal, like they're the things that you do every day, and that's be proactive, begin with the end in mind, and put first things first. So we're going to do that next with these guys. So habit 1. Habit 2. Habit 3. Now, I'm a music teacher, so we're going to be exploring how these habits are seen in music as well. So it's not only like things for the students to do, like, you know, to be prepared, you know, to be proactive would be to be prepared for music every day. Have your iPad with the right things on it, you know, all of that stuff. Just because you want to play a video game, please don't delete the app that you need for music class. Things like that. Let's write this down. I cannot write and talk to you guys. Well, I can, but I'm probably going to misspell. So all of these are different habits, and we're going to look at them. Like the first day of school is like, we're definitely going to be doing music things, including a listening activity that has to do with being proactive in the daily private victory. But it's also going to be like, okay, let's make sure we're set up for success for the rest of the year. We want to see results. You know, we can have all the goals we want, but goals are just going to equal results later on. In the next week with my older kids, they're going to help create, I mean, all of my students are going to help me create this too, but with the older kids, they get a little bit more, I guess expression would be the word. They can do a little bit more of this work individually, whereas with my younger kids, like kindergarten, first grade, there'll be a lot of modeling first with this, and then come back and they'll help me. But this is creating a mission statement for music class, like what is going to be the mission of music class? What do we want to accomplish? And they'll get to create their own digital like music leadership notebook here. And then putting first things first is the whole, you know, working on the whole get the work done first and there's more time for play, or you enjoy your play a whole lot more. A lot of times in music class, this manifests with, you know, getting like the singing and the rhythm work done first. And I always try to end class with a game or have a game in class that the kids look forward to. And this year it'll look a little different just because a lot of my games include passing things or, you know, being with a partner or being in a group. And because of, you know, COVID and all of the I don't want to say regulations, all of these safety precautions we're taking, my games are still going to be there. They're just going to look different. And that's where I say you got to view it kind of as an opportunity. Get those creative juices flowing. Yeah, is it a pain? For sure. I'd much rather do the games the way I like to do them and the way they were traditionally done. But we're going to come up with new ways to still have fun. And that's going to be good. So we got be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first. And then on this side here, I'm going to put do I have a big circle one? Because that one is so important. One of the things talked about, especially with be proactive, is your circle of like influence versus, well, I've got this pink one. I think this will look pretty. So the circle of influence and the circle of concern, if you notice, I started with the middle one because according to the 7 habits, and I'll link to like where you can get a copy of the book if you wanted to. You can find it at libraries. You can find it anywhere. But I'll put a link in case you're looking or you're interested in it. Basically, the circle of influence and the circle of concern, if you act in the middle circle, you have more control over the stuff in the outer circle, or how you respond to the things in the outer circle. Like, I don't have control over what's going on in the world with, you know, COVID-19. I don't have any, but it concerns me. But I do have influence on how I respond to it in my classroom, and in my life. So it's working in this circle with things that are happening in the outside circle. So I really want to focus on that. And that's more of a personal one, but I know that when I demonstrate this, it demonstrates these 3 things to my students, which then leads back to this. So it's almost like a little graph thing. So that's kind of my hope and goal for this first month of August. I don't really have too many dates to remember right now for August, but I do like that Happy Planner throws in dates to remember. So that is it for my setup video. There'll be things that I set up in here that unfortunately I can't share with you, but I will share it. You know, I will share what I can with you. There's, you know, some personal things that obviously I don't feel comfortable sharing, but you'll see a lot. And I can't wait to share more. I can't wait to share with you how these things kind of work out for this month. So if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. And have an excellent day. See you later.